Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Welcome back to Zero Dark 30, folks. This is the Prepared Mind channel, and we are blasting out of the bunker. But we're not setting anything on fire. We're not trying to change the world because it suits our political needs. Folks, it is on. We've talked about it time and time again, and it's on. We're here. They will not give up. They will not go away. They will exploit every opportunity they will let. As former mayor and also aide and some sort of political mouthpiece to Barack Hussein, Barry Soetoro Obama, the great Rahm Emanuel. And yes, I'm being completely 100% totally facetious. Rahm Emanuel said, never let a good crisis go to waste. Never let a crisis go to waste. He may as well just said, why don't you screw everyone over at every chance you get and use a terrible tragedy as the excuse and the impetus and the justification for stealing the rights and money of others. That's exactly what that means. Right now, folks, while you sleep, while the world sleeps, and while a few of us go to work, politicians in Washington, D.C. are trying to craft the verbiage and the bullshit needed to convince you that it is indeed a climate crisis. They want to use Hawaii, the small but beautiful, once former town of Lahaina. They want to use that as an excuse to say we have a climate crisis and we need a national emergency to handle it. We needed a national emergency to handle the fucking flu 3 years ago, and now here we are. Well, drink of coffee will suffice in lieu of a shot of scotch. Can't do that while driving, Zero Dark 30. That's who these people are, folks. That is who they are. They're here to screw us over. They're here to lie to us. But let's look at this a little more, shall we say, in depth. What does a climate crisis national emergency do? Well, it gives the government, as far as they're concerned, that means Joe Biden, the EPA, FEMA, and every other bureaucratic institution, that gives them the authority, they think, to tell you what to do. And that whatever they say is causing the global climate crisis emergency must be stopped, must be changed. So what are they going to do? Are they going to blame it on carbon? Oh, of course. Are they going to blame it on human behavior? Of course. Of course, everything is your fault. My fault, of course, too. So we need to change the world. We need to take away the internal combustion engine. We need to cut energy production. We need to reduce coal. What have they done to replace any of this, folks? What have they done? Have they fired up nuclear power plants? Have they started construction of nuclear power plants to replace all the coal plants? No, they haven't. They've been bombing the shit out of Zaporizhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine. The Ukrainians have. Former Ukraine. Right, they've been bombing it. Hasn't blown up, hasn't melted down. They've been trying. Sounds pretty fucking safe to me if it can withstand a military bombardment. Because essentially they make them into hardened bunkers. Now, that notwithstanding, what is the Biden administration done to solve the climate crisis? More windmills? More solar panels. You know, the news reported that Texas, their power costs in some areas has gone up 6,000%. That's 60 times. That's way too much. That's unbelievable. I think it's probably more like 600. So if your power bill is $100, it goes to $600. If your power bill is $200, it goes to $1,200. They're good with that. People can pay that, right? They'll squeeze the living shit out of us, folks. Oh, it has hit the fan. You bet it has. It has hit the fan. And they're happy about it. Like I said, right now, they're up. And they're just happy as fuck about it. The lawyers in D.C., they're scouring their textbooks. They're looking into their thesauruses. They're trying to find really fancy words to scare the shit out of you, me, and everyone else. That's their plan. They're ready for it, folks. They're ready to take your rights. They're ready to take our world from us. Higher taxes, you bet. Restricted travel, of course. More environmental safety zones. Well, why the hell not? I mean, after all, it was Governor Newsom who had to witness the forests of California burning, even though he did absolutely nothing about it, as far as I'm concerned. In fact, he made it worse by sending California firefighters to the state of Oregon. He should have been impeached for that and tried for treason against the state. Just what an absolute scumbag. But he's a great hero to the left. They would love to close all the forests, close all of the waterways, take everything away from us, tax the shit out of us because of a climate crisis. And what happened, folks? Well, let's leave all of the directed energy weapon conspiracy theories aside, because no government official is going to come out and say, yeah, we used one of our directed energy weapons, aka laser, microwave, right, antenna arrays. None of them will ever admit that they did that to Hawaii. So let's just go with what we do know for sure. Absolute, complete, total government incompetence. If it did not cause the fire in Maui, exacerbated it and allowed it to consume the towns of Lahaina and Kaanapali. Just awful. That's what these people do, folks. They're grossly incompetent. Then once their incompetence is exposed to everyone, they claim that a crisis has occurred and it's something that they have to fix. Well, the fix is in, folks. They need to be thrown out of office. They need to be put on trial for crimes of absolute incompetence. I think it's a crime. I think it's an absolute crime that these people are in charge and things that have happened under their watch. Gross negligence is something a corporation can be held liable for. Gross negligence. Right? Why does the government get a pass? Because it's the government? Why do these officials get a pass? Because they're so official? Well, they did their best. Well, that's not very good. And if that's the best you got, perhaps you should have kept it to yourself. We're getting the government we paid for, folks. And we paid top dollar. Top dollar. You think they're done? Not by a long shot. You think we're going to get more? You can bet your bottom dollar we are. I hope you're prepared with food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, and a means of self-defense. They're going to exploit Hawaii. First they cause it, then they ignore it. Joe Biden finally shows up, and then they decide, well, hell, let's exploit this. Never let a crisis go to waste. Let's cause more SHTF. Let's make Cerveza bug just disappear. Let's hide Hunter Biden. That's right. I know nobody thought about Hunter Biden this entire discussion. A keen, marvelous, massive distraction from Hunter Biden and all of his crimes. Has America forgotten? And Joe Biden's crimes and involvement in exploitation and shakedown of foreign interests for money. Where's the FBI? Where's the Department of Justice? Where's the Attorney General? Nowhere to be seen. Right now, they're sleeping in their beds going, oh, yeah, everyone's forgotten all about that stuff. Because now we have a climate crisis that El Presidente gets to do something about. And all he's going to do, folks, is create more hot air and fart more methane. Are you prepared for what's next? chance favors the prepared mind. I really hope you get prepared. God bless America. We need all the help we can get. Semper Fi.